Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Rakakodash. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, "And the truth which hath been so long without fruit shall be declared." So I was watching this video. I got to not even a 2-minute mark of this video, and I said I had to make a quick video on this particular video right here. This is put up by Uncivilized, which I'm gonna subscribe to and get their notifications. How Israel uses sex to sell Zionism. So I don't even know if they're going to take this down for even me reading this title or putting it up. But the only thing I'm going to bring out is the title, which is from 2nd Ezra 6 verse 28. "As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome." That's a change of worlds. "And the truth, which hath been so long without fruit," has been hidden, "shall be declared." It says, "As for faith," let me take that word faith. Let me see how I'm going to do this. Let me see. Let's see if I wrote that in right. Let's see what happens. If I don't find it this way, I'll find it the other way. It's in the New Testament. Okay. So I'll read both of these precepts. Luke 18:8, "I tell you that he will avenge them speedily." And we're looking to be avenged, right? "Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh," when Yahushua cometh, "shall he find faith on the earth?" So let me read that in the NLT. Luke 18:8, "I tell you, he will grant justice to them quickly." Who's looking for justice? We are. "But when the Son of Man returns, how many will he find on the earth who have faith?" Small number, little sanctuary. Ezekiel, what is that? Ezekiel 11:16, if I'm not mistaken. Let me read this one since it came up. Romans 4 verse 13. "Clearly, the Most High has promised to give the whole earth to Abraham and his descendants." Now, can you say, well, that's talking about Ishmael, that's talking about the 6 sons through Keturah? No, it's talking about Abraham's son Isaac and Isaac's son Jacob and Jacob's sons, and in one case, when you go back to Joseph, Ephraim and Manasseh, those became 2 tribes. When you come across the word Joseph, it's interchangeable with the tribe Ephraim. Excuse me. "The whole earth to Abraham and his descendants," and I'm going to read this in the King James too, "was based not on his obedience of the Most High's law," which cuts the IUIC. Law is important, but more important than law is faith and belief. "But on a right relationship with the Most High that comes by faith." Let me do this. I'm going to read this in the King James. So it's here. Though it tarry, wait for it. It shall not tarry. It shall surely come. It's here. For the Romans 4 verse 13, for the promise that he should be the heir of the world was not to Abraham or to his seed through the law. Through the law. That's why the Apostle Peter and the Apostle Paul, Act 15, Colossians 2 and 16, that's why they said what they said. Oh, Galatians 3. That's why they said what they said about pushing the law on those people. When you come into this truth, you got to come in through faith. And as you grow into this thing, then you start to keep. You're going to have guys that might not be ready to shave, grow a beard. You know, you got people out there that still going to have relationship with friends of the world. And then eventually, if they're the elect, they're going to break, like me, myself. Before I came to the truth, I had friends of the world, and I slowly broke off from them. In other words, I wouldn't go out and hang out with them, but I was cool with them. And then eventually they moved on, they died, whatever the case may be. So the men that I'm with now, they can be considered friends too. So it starts with faith first, and as you build, you grow in this thing. Then IUIC. Well, you got to keep that law. You got to take your hat off. You got to do you got to go. You got to brother. You got to go get put friend. They don't understand. They come in the spirit of the wicked scribes and Pharisees. It says, for the promise that he should be the heir of the world was not to Abraham or to his seed through the law. Because if the Esau just kept the laws perfectly, are they going to be delivered? No. But through the righteousness of what? Of faith. Let me come back over here. Luke 18:8, I tell you, he will grant justice to them quickly, but when the Son of Man returns, how many will he find on the earth who have faith? And let me go to that in the King James. That's not in the King James, or is it? For the wait a minute. This is not what I wanted. I wanted Luke 18 and verse 8. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on earth? Yes, he is. Who will have possessed that faith? The elect, the ones that are out there on the highways and the byways doing the sit downs, pushing his word. The ones that ate this roll and went out and taught and spoke it to the house of Israel. It says, he that endureth to the end, the endurance part is having the faith. Proving your faith, it tells you in James about faith. Show me, I show you my faith by my works. And the works is ultimately doing the laws. You start keeping the laws, but it's doing the work. So this one subject of this video pretty much turned into a subject on faith. Where am I? So watch this video, how Israel uses sex to sell Zionism, put up by Uncivilized. So, and that was put up a month ago. Got a lot of hits too, a lot of views. Anyway, I said I was going to make this short. On to the next. Shalom. Let me see what this is all about. This was 5 months ago. Rabbi explains a fake Israeli nation language, identity, death from Zionists. Because the Orthodox are not, they're not on the same page as the Zionists. So if an Orthodox J is not in agreement with a Zionist, does that make them anti-Semp? So this you can't run from the truth. You can bury that truth for so many years, but it's gonna come back up. That's why these people, these Zions, that's why they lawyer up. If you say something that they say is negative, they can kick you off of YouTube. They can sue you. But the truth is that we're the people now. Are some of them the people? Of course. You're gonna have some actual Israelites that look just like Jays from Europe. Because remember, we were scattered all over the planet. So the truth is finally caught up with them. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom, on to the next shalom.